It's a sport we know many of you love and play. In fact, pickleball is the fastest growing sport in the country. We've heard that a time or two. Utah, though, even considered a hot spot in popularity and interest. But what isn't growing as fast as the sport is the court space to play with it, which, as KSL's Deanie Wimmer discovered, has created pickleball turf wars.
It has the hype, the thousands of fans, and the $250,000 payout of a major tournament. It's not Wimbledon or the French Open. This is St. George, and this is a pickleball tournament.
This is absolutely amazing, having the PPA here in the community.
PPA, Professional Pickleball Association. Started in Utah. 7 of the world's top players live in Utah.
I mean, we have the best pickleball players in the world that are out here playing.
Utah's been identified as a hot spot.
And like tennis turned pickleball pro Callie Smith, they can earn 6- and 7-figure salaries.
So it took me a while to adjust. So once I got that down, I felt like I could beat anyone on the court.
But she and every other player told us it's not about the money.
It wasn't so much the game, it was the people.
The beauty of the sport is that everybody can play.
It's my heart. I love it.
It is one of the fastest growing sports in America.
It's like this whole big family growing bigger and bigger, and it's just spreading. And in my opinion, if we can spread the joy around the world, why not?
Hold on a minute. Why not?
That's a loaded question.
He's talking about court space. Pickleball participation nearly doubled last year alone, according to the Sport and Fitness Industry Association. And that leads to turf wars in Utah as tennis courts get remarked and players volley for space. Are there enough courts to go around?
We're trying to do the best we can to satisfy both user groups in getting that court time and able to play.
Indoor space is prime real estate for communities where snow covers outdoor courts much of the year. Park City's Municipal Athletic and Recreation Center put up nets in indoor basketball courts. Pickleballers don't want those.
But I think they're looking for, more access to play pickleball on this surface.
Pickleballers took to editorial pages and city council meetings to demand equal access. The battle now pits tennis and pickleball for the same courts. Access has become such an issue, David Dobkin has made it the platform for his run for Park City Council. He's proposing turning a park and ride lot into temporary pickleball courts.
It has become a little bit of a political issue.
To try to serve up a solution, Park City tested a pilot program to put tennis players and pickleballers under the same dome.
Can they coexist side by side? We'll find out.
Here's what's causing the racket.
And then the noise factor, right? Pickleball is very noisy.
I was playing on the outdoor courts here, and tennis players are right next door, and they came over and asked us to be quiet.
It's difficult to hear the ball off your opponent's racket.
Besides noise is numbers. A tennis court with 2 players could accommodate 8 pickleballers.
You're going to have a lot more people playing pickleball and make better use of that space.
I think the tennis community has been put in somewhat of an awkward position, having to defend their sport.
Many other cities have found themselves in a similar pickle. This league in Bluffdale has dedicated courts. Many others play on remarked tennis courts, while county leaders scramble to build more. They post rules to share the courts and rotate play, but organizers say those rules get ignored. Clubs on Salt Lake City's west side have loudly complained all the courts are on the east side. Draper, Sandy, and St. George are all adding more pickleball courts. Dozens of additional courts all over the valley are creating another turf war.
We play 6 mornings a week.
These gyms were once reserved for iconic ward ball, but now sport pickleball lines and nets.
So I think it's a up-and-coming sport.
And have become home for regulars like the BS Picklers.
Just so you know, it really stands for Brookstone. 201.
For them, pickleball has become more than a game.
It becomes a lifestyle for a lot of people.
Unlike tennis, love isn't part of the score, but pickleballers still want to feel it. It's clear they want their day in court.
It's like the internet, it's not going away.
Their day in court. Clever. Deanie, thank you so much. You heard him say it's not going away, which I agree. However, can I ask the wrong question? What happens if it does go away? Like racquetball. We've got all these courts that have been created. I mean, no time soon for sure, but that would be a different problem that we wouldn't have to worry about, I guess, at that point. So interesting to consider, and a lot of opinions on both sides of the court.